Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and give my review on Love and Hip Hop. Family reunion. What is it? Family reunion, Love and Hip Hop edition. Anyways, so this review is probably not going to go in any particular order. By the end of it, you'll understand. Okay. So listen, JoJo. I was wondering, girl. I didn't know. I was wondering, why are they calling this lady JoJo, Sin and Jonathan? Come to find out, I think in Spanish her name would be JoJo, right? So she says she's fine with Jonathan and Sin calling her JoJo. So JoJo, Yo-Yo is the same person. So she is basically having yo-yos. She's basically having like a day of black food, basically. I think she said, I forgot the food, but the food looked amazing. The food looked amazing. That's really what it comes down to. The food looked amazing. They, kind of tapped on how expensive. For those who don't know, I had never heard of oxtails until I moved to Houston. Girl, and now I understand why, because girl, it was 25 of us grandkids, and I'm sure my grandmother, and it was how many? It was me, my brother, 4 of us, girl, and I'm sure, girl, my mama or my grandmama wasn't buying no oxtails. Oxtails are expensive. They really are. I used to work at a grocery store back in like 2001. And that's when I first found out about oxtails. I used to work at HEB as a cashier. And girl, I remember people coming through the line buying oxtails. But oxtails can be very expensive and you don't get a lot. That's the first thing. That's the second thing. Girl, they're expensive and you don't get a lot in a package, okay? It's probably about 8 of these, okay? So for real. It'll be like $25. Anyways, so Cisco, I don't know. Like, I saw people saying on Twitter that Cisco is strange. Cisco is strange. And it's so crazy because I thought Cisco was so cute. Like, something is wrong with Cisco. Cisco really does give me like, who said that? Somebody said Cisco reminds them of like Tick Tick Boom. Like at any moment, like he just gonna blow up. And he really does give you that. Like I think that Cisco has a problem with accountability. Like Cisco, it ain't everybody's fault except for yours. Like you not seeing your kids, I can almost bet that Cisco is more than likely the reason why he hasn't seen his kids. If Cisco is anything the way that I think he may be, from what I've seen off these last few episodes of this family reunion spin-off show, whatever it's called, girl, Cisco is probably a bigger mess in real life. Okay? They talked about basically Cisco basically wanted to smash Sin Santana, saying didn't want to give him none. She basically was like, we just working. He got mad and basically took the music back. Ugh. You know who I never realized was probably low key like dumb? Brooke Valentine. I never got that from Brooke Valentine until this season. Brooke Valentine is the person that would convince her friends to stay in a toxic, violent relationship just because they're married. That's it. You're married. And you need to try to exhaust all options before you throw in the towel. And even if he does cheat on you, that was just a weak boy moment, like as she likes to call it. I never got foolish from Brooke. When she was on Love and Hip Hop, I never got like dumb girl from Brooke. I never did. Like dramatic, probably turn up a little bit for TV. The stuff she used to do, I felt like she was doing it for TV. But now I realize, like, girl, she's probably a fool in real life. And then Marcus, like he said the last episode, which is the weirdest thing to me, he said something about men not maturing until they're 43. 43. Girl, you mean to tell me the life expectancy is 78, and you're saying that us as men don't mature until we halfway dead? Yeah. But for some reason, the world has also told us that just because we are men, that we're automatically smarter than women, which I know is a bold-faced lie, right? You could be smarter than a woman, but it's not just because the automatic qualifier is because you have a penis between your thighs. You know what I'm saying? And then we say stuff like, oh, girls mature faster than boys. Like, when you think about the stuff that we're taught, it really is some crazy ass shit. Girls mature faster than boys, but boys should be the leaders. Then Marcus says on TV that something about boys don't mature or men don't mature, something like that, until 43. But I guarantee you, Marcus thinks that he should be the head of household or the leader in his family. So if you're not going to mature until you're 43, then how the hell? Anyway, sure. I don't even care. Safari, Booby, and Marcus, Safari says that we need to talk to people like you and you. One thing I've realized, and I'm sorry for all the married people out there, I think that the reason why a lot of married people like to talk to married people is because a married person probably is not going to tell another married person to leave their marriage. And like a woman is definitely not going to, be a champion for a woman leaving a relationship, even if the relationship is straight on bullshit, right? Oh, girl, just try and work it out. Is he trying, girl? Like, just let just see what's gonna happen. Maybe he'll change. It'll be all that, right? You know what I'm saying? And we know the men. You gonna have to do better, bro. Like, just do better, bro. Like, maybe just like calm down a little bit. Yeah, you know what I mean. Anyways, Erica. This is the thing about Erica and Safari. Even though I do feel bad for any woman when they're put in a situation, even if, girl, you probably had sign after sign after sign after sign after sign that this is not the person who you should be with, this is not the person that you should have a baby with, right? But I still always have I have a soft spot. Like, when Erica was going through that stuff with Safari, right? This girl is pregnant, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, girl, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, girl, she's still pregnant at the end of the day. So I always have a soft spot for women. But I can never, but then it's like when that is said and done, okay, you had your baby, then it's like a light bulb go back off of my head. Like, I can never fully be like Team Erica, right? I can never be team, girl, in this situation, I know Safari probably trash because I feel like both of them are like low-key trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing I realized about Erica is that she does use words that could make a situation worse than what it really is. I know I'm going back to last episode a little bit. Like when she said Safari abandoned her. I finally realized what probably is going on. Safari will probably go out of town to Miami for 2 or 3 days, right? And she'll say that you abandoned me. Safari, it looks at it like, bitch, I just went out of town. What are you talking about? Even if he was out there doing dirt, which I'm sure he probably was. We saw the footages, okay? But we saw the footage of him in Miami letting girls grind on him. So we know he was out there doing stuff he probably ain't had no business doing. But I don't think that most people would say that was abandonment. Girl, most people would be like, girl, the nigga just went out of town. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, abandonment is like on Real Housewives of Orange County, Noella, her husband abandoned her. You want to talk about abandonment, baby? Go watch Real Housewives of Orange County. Fish over there, husband in Puerto Rico filed for divorce. She ain't got no access to the money. She has a child who's autistic, right? Girl, that's abandonment. Your nigga just went to Miami to fuck a bitch over the weekend. Oh, child. So Erica is a type of person where, kind of like white women, they know what word to use in order to get sympathy from the public. You abandoned me. And it's like, did you really abandon you, girl? Anyways. Cisco pulls Safari to the side to have a conversation. Cisco is weird. I'm sorry. Cisco is a strange fella. Okay? Cisco, we are too old. We are too grown at our big ass ages to be talking about somebody not coming to a party a year or two ago. That's really what it comes down to. Safari, I guess, was supposed to come to a party that Aunt Deb was having. You know, Deb Waka Flocka Mama. And he didn't show up. I guess, girl, no tea, no shade, but girl, you acting like it was Beyonce that was coming. I could see if you told the people Beyonce was coming and everybody came out and Beyonce didn't show up. Now, I could see how that could be like, girl, you really got me out here looking stupid. I don't think the people was too pressed that Safari didn't pop up at the party. And the simple fact that Cisco is bringing up something from a year or two ago, girl, Cisco, let it go. It was a party. He did not show up, okay? I could see if you called and cursed him out the next day, like, nigga, you were supposed to come to the party. What the hell happened? Like, I done told these people you was coming. But girl, I don't know. I just feel like Cisco, I feel like at this point, because Cisco doesn't give me what I thought he was, it's like, girl, everything is like everybody's, I don't know. Cisco is weird to me. Rich came up and said something to Cisco. I couldn't hear what he said, but he came up in the middle of the conversation between Cisco and Safari, and I guess he was trying to, I don't know. Rich, you shut your ass up, because you had your whole hand pressed on Erica's thigh the first episode, and now you're concerned about, girl, these niggas are a trip, okay? John, oh girl, here we go. This is what it comes down to, okay? And I'm going to try not to spend too much time on this. Zell, like a lot of men, whether you're a homosexual or heterosexual, we were taught, in women, everybody, period, everybody has been taught that masculinity is this and femininity is this, right? And if you are a boy, you're supposed to be masculine. And if you are a girl, you're supposed to be feminine, right? And then when we kind of go into the whole being gay, right? We know that every gay man is not effeminate. There are different types of gay men. You have the gay men that may look like, you know, DMX, rest in peace. But, you know, you have gay men who may be very hard, like a DMX. And then you have the gay men who might be like Zell. Then you have the gay men who might be like me. And then you might have the gay men that are like Saucy Santana, right? So there are different, it's not the same, right? I just want Zell to realize that while he's trying to pander to these straight men, I think what he needs to realize is that even with you wanting to try and act straight or present yourself as this masculine man, once the people find out that you are gay, you will forever be a faggot and a punk. Even after the day you die. So you could try and butch it up in front of these straight men. But as far as they're concerned, you're a fag. At that point, it doesn't matter how masculine you may be. As far as they're concerned, we all just like Saucy Santana, right? So you might as well just be your true self, because that's how they're gonna view you anyways. Jonathan is saying, like I was also saying, stop trying to tell people not to present themselves to the world as their true, authentic self. Because if a woman walked into a space and she was critiqued on how her hair was not suitable for the place, right? Or the work environment, you would have something to say. Stop trying to make this conversation about being too black just about skin tone. Because a lot of people I see online are trying to reduce it down to, you can look at me and tell that I'm black. When we say you wouldn't want anyone to tell you to tone down your blackness, being black is just not about skin tone, bitch. Because we know a lot of people out there that might be skin folk, but they ain't kin folk. Okay? If you were a new, I saw this black lady, I think on Hollywood Unlocked or somewhere just the other day. She was dancing because she was finally able to wear her natural hair on TV. I think she was a newscaster, right? Now, what if them white people came and told her, I'm sorry, but do you think you could probably put that wig back, that wig you had on last week? Because, the viewers, they're not really, What if somebody told you that your braids were too black, or that Black Lives Matter shirt that you had on was too black? Yes, you can dial back your blackness. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. But you shouldn't have to. Because if that's who you are, then that's who you are. Just like we as gay men, if we are effeminate, we should not have to dial back who we are just to try to make some motherfuckers on a bus feel comfortable. And it's offensive to talk about sucking dick in front of the straight men. But Zale, you threw Bobby's ass in the air at that party and made it seem as though you was fucking him doggy style in front of everybody. Y'all niggas is weird as fuck. Okay? The women getting up here straddling each other. Jonathan got behind Erica and pretended he was fucking her doggy style. So it's all right when the women do it. It's all right for you to get behind Bobby Lights in front of everybody at the party and act like you was fucking him doggy style. Oh, that was just the game. I would rather us just be honest. Now I'm starting to get worked up. I would rather us just be honest and say, like, I more than likely would have told Zelle, hey girl, I don't know how you do it or they do it in your culture, but over here, black people really not too fond of homosexuality. So watch what you say around these people, because half of them probably ignorant as hell. And our safety may be in jeopardy. Yeah, I don't give a damn about them being offended. But on some real safety shit, these niggas be ignorant when it comes to punks. And we're not gonna act like, we're not gonna sit here and pretend that they not. They're too worried about trying to be accepted by the straights when the truth of the matter is they don't fuck with you anyways. I've been saying this for the longest and I'm going to keep saying it. When it comes to homosexuality, the black men at the top and the black women ain't too far behind. They will tolerate us because we're a good kiki and a good laugh, and we could probably beat their face and twirl their hair and pick out an outfit. But when push comes to shove, they do not fuck with us like that. Some of them do, of course, more than black men. But please don't think just because somebody's smiling in your face that they fuck with the girls like that. Because they don't. Especially the ones who trying to tell you you need to tone it down because you're going to offend. You're going to offend these black men. How's somebody gonna be your whole motherfucking friend and then tell you that you shouldn't even be your true authentic self, but then turn around and say that they support the gays? No, they really don't. Anyways, I'm done with that conversation. Cisco takes Sin out to talk to her. Cisco full of shit. Cisco is weird. I'm sorry. Cisco gives me RAPIST vibes. Girl, for you to sit here and make it seem as though, like, you ain't talked or seen this girl in 5 or 6 years, and you think that she out here trying to make you jealous? She didn't want you in the first place. So why would she be trying to make you jealous with Booby? When I tell you, Cisco ain't the only one. Some of these men be having a real fucked up, like, they be living like in a twilight zone. Cisco, how is Sin trying to make you jealous when she didn't want your ass in the first place? She's trying to stun on me with Booby. Stun on you? Sin probably ain't paid you no attention, girl. You want to have a conversation, I guess, about you and Sin, but Sin thought you wanted to have a conversation and at least apologize to her for getting mad because she didn't give you no pussy. Right? I don't know. Cisco, ooh, I don't know Cisco, girl. So Sin comes back into the party. They were defending Sin, but Sin didn't want to talk about the situation. Girl. Somehow, Erica and Sin got into it. I said Sin been wanting to get into Erica's ass. Do you hear me? All of a sudden, girl, they get into it. Erica is like, bitch, we were defending you, which they were. However, Sin didn't want to talk about it, and that's just what it was. She starts to say that Sin was a Build-A-Bear bitch and all this stuff, and girl. So Jonathan says that I think she's mad about the fake page. Erica gets all up into Jonathan's face. I don't know. I'm not no Instagram, guru, but girl, for what 100% of the people online have said, 99.9% of the people online have said is that, girl, you had a fake page. You had a fake page. You had a fake page and you forgot. I guess basically Erica had a fake page where she was trolling and talking about Sin. She changed the name and made the page her son's page. But of course, just because you change the name doesn't mean that the comments go away. So all the things that were said about Sin were still online. Girl, she had a fake page. She don't want to admit it, right? So then she tells Jonathan, remember, we're too black for you. First of all, who is we? Who is we? Who is we, Eric? I don't like Erica just for the simple fact that, girl, she's the type of person that will twist your words around, right? Jonathan ain't never said nothing the way that she tried to put it, right? And the simple fact that she did that quick lets me know that there's a good chance that she do be lying on Safari. Sorry. Bitch, if you'll lie about something like that and try to switch it up, pull the switcheroo that quickly, then bitch, you probably are lying about some of the shit that you say Safari be doing. Now, we know Safari ain't shit, but you probably do exaggerate or twist it up. That's what you do. You said it, bitch. That's what she said. He did not say that. He did not say that. He did not say that. What he said was, how would you feel if someone tried to tell you to tone down your blackness? The same way Zell was trying to tell him he was too gay. And let me shut up, girl. I'm done with that. Jonathan basically told Rich Dollars he was about to leave. He said, baby, speak for yourself. I'm gone. Okay? And that was pretty much the end of the episode. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.